So this is a probability review for the achievement standard that's internal, called probability simulations. If you recall, probability can be written on a scale from 0 to 1. All the probabilities are between these two numbers. They are written as decimals, fractions and percentages. We usually stick with fractions when we're doing these probability simulations. So if the probability of something happening is 0, then it's impossible. It's not going to happen. Mrs. Barnett is never going to let you leave class early. The probability of leaving class early is 0. The probability of getting excellence in all of your credits this year, it's unlikely. Let's face facts. If you tossed a coin in the air, the probability of getting ahead is 50-50. 0.5 or half, and it may or may not occur. It's even Stevens. The probability that it will rain during December, at least one day, it's more than likely, it'll be very likely up here somewhere. And the probability that the sun is going to come up tomorrow, that's almost certain, nearly 100% certain that the sun will come up tomorrow. So these are the words that we use when we're writing out our descriptions, and these are the numbers that relate to those words. And there are two types of probability that we talk about, theoretical and experimental. Theoretical probability is when you know everything about the situation to start with. You know all the possible outcomes and their probabilities. So if you had a pack of cards, you know that they have spades and clubs and hearts and diamonds. 4 possibilities, and the probability of getting a heart when you draw a card out of a deck is 1 out of 4. You know when you roll a dice, the probability of getting a 3 is 1 out of 6, because there are 6 sides to the dice and only one of them's got a 3 on it. And you know when you go to school, if you can't remember your timetable, your first period class would be 1 of 6 classes, because you have 6 classes to do. The experimental probability is when you actually conduct the experiment, and if you do it 30 times, that means you've done 30 trials. We like to aim for 30, it's a good number. We prefer to go much higher if possible, if time allows us. The probability of an event occurring is the number of times that it happens out of the number of times you tried. So for a penalty stroke, the probability of getting a goal is 6 out of 20, because 6 times we got goals when we tried it 20 times. It's also known as relative frequency, as in how often, how frequently it happens is relative to how many times we tried it. Now you can look at those lovely words on that page 362 and all their meanings, and it's got the words trial and outcome and event, etc. for you to go through, and the exercise on page 364, 2201. Have heaps of fun. No joke today.